So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Navamsa video of the week. And this week we're going to be covering Moon in the 6th house of your D9 Navamsa chart. And what happens when Moon is in the 6th house of one of your most important divisional charts in Vedic Astrology known as Navamsa, which shows your married life, which shows your spiritual ashram, which shows your fortune, which shows the strength of your planets. Okay, it shows the inner working of your organs. You know, your birth chart is the body, and Navamsa becomes the organs, how strong they are. Although I would say every divisional chart represent certain organ. Okay, but you can think of Navamsa as the heart. So remember, birth chart is just this body, the tangible things, and then Navamsa will show the heart, how strong the heart is. But it's overall, strong chart. Strangely enough, I'm going to be teaching one of the most least used charts in Vedic astrology, but one of the most important, the Ekadamsa chart, Ekadasamsa, the D11. So I'm going to be teaching that in my school this Monday or tomorrow. But anyway, if you do not know, if you have Moon in the 6th house of your D9 Navamsa chart, what sign it's in, what nakshatra, or not nakshatra, because there's no nakshatra in the divisional charts in my report, but just to know your planetary placement in Navamsa and all your other placement in the birth chart, like nakshatras, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and link to my school, Maga Vedic Academy, which you can join anytime and learn from the beginning anytime you want. And for those of you who are constantly asking me to do a chart on this individual called Nipsey Hussle, who just passed away. First of all, I didn't even know who that person was until I heard from you guys and I saw on TMZ it was all about, his passing away. First of all, it cheapens somebody's life when you just quickly jump onto their chart on YouTube, trying to get views and trying to, get subscribers. I'm past that age. If I was maybe like 10 years ago, yes, I would have done that because I would have cheapened myself for anything. And now I just don't care. I don't like to doing that. It's disrespectful for somebody's soul and to discuss their death, out and out wide. Yeah, people need to know that it's astrology, but it's something that you can discuss more personally, maybe one-on-one basis. Maybe in my school I can talk about it because it's personal. It's like not just out open for anybody. It's a little bit of respect there, and plus we don't know his time of birth, so why would I want to? And plus it's easy to predict something that already happened because you already look as an astrologer, oh, this is why it happened. Now if Nipsey came to me maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, and asked me how this year is going to be, maybe then that's where the value of astrology would come in. Like, okay, well, this is going to be a tough year for you. Still, I wouldn't be able to predict death because I don't know how. But still, I would be able to see, okay, well, Ghatani Karka is right on the ascendant, and this is aspecting, and that's happening. Okay, it's going to be a tough year for you, But yeah, I just wanted to say, stop bugging me about that. I'm not doing that. So anyway, one secret to, astrology that I will share with you. Okay, let me see if okay, I think this is better. Now I can see my eyes better. Can I see my eyes better? Okay, I guess I can now. So, one of the easiest thing you want to remember, if you want to learn and master Vedic astrology, always decipher things from the chart with Aries ascendant. The original zodiac, the original placements of the planets, the original, nakshatra placement. If you use that with any other complications, you may even discover techniques that have not been discovered in astrology yet. And so when you look at even Navamsa, you can use that trick. And this is a particular placement in Navamsa that does give a stressful ambience and stressful home life where constantly the mind is occupied by arguments, disputes, deaths of the home, deaths of the marriage. Now, why is that? Why is it that? And this is a little secret to Navamsa. Moon originally rules the 4th house in the birth chart. It's originality. And sitting in the 6th house in Navamsa. And one has to make a lot of effort in order to make peace at home. Keep the home life steady and peaceful. Because remember, originally 6th house is Virgo, which is 3 places away from Cancer. It's a little secret there. And one thing we definitely see with Moon is either it brings in loss of sleep, a little bit of insomnia, or just due to the stress, one does not get to sleep, or it hurts the bed pleasure of the marriage. Somehow one does not find happiness with bed pleasure. And what happens with this Moon, it can deviate a person to look for bed pleasures elsewhere, outside of the context of marriage. Because see, Navamsa really is that ashram of the marriage. Okay, in your birth chart you could have a different moon and you're behaving in a certain way out in the world, but when you are confined in the marriage situation, well, this moon then also going to behave a certain way in marriage. Your moon could be, in the 10th house of your dasamsha, could be in the 11th house of ekadamsha, and you can be a very good communicator and leader and wanting to be an authority in your career. But with Navamsa, it shows one has to become the servant. The mind has to be in a servitude of the marriage. Because see, Moon is the mind, and Moon is the program of our past DNA. It's the program of our previous hard drives. So based on whatever we have done in our previous lives and whatever is saved in our thumb drive in the cosmos, the mind, when it comes to marriage, has to kind of always deal with sanity of the home. The other thing we also see with this moon, a person loves to serve people. They're here to serve people. They find their pleasure when they either serve people in a restaurant, when they serve people in non-profit organization, in some sort of a service. It's like the mind really feels happy when it's surrounded by helping somebody in struggle. Doesn't matter if it's exalted or debilitated moon. See, one thing you guys got to understand, this whole exaltation and debilitation doesn't really matter unless the house position is there. Like you will notice, anybody who has Rahu Ketu in the 4th, 10th house with the moon, they have psychological issues. And Scorpio, yeah, then you got the debilitated moon really working. See, there are certain placement and alignments in a horoscope when the negativity of the nakshatra over amplifies, or where the positivity of even the worst placement amplifies. And that's what you have to understand in this. And this is why it comes through experience and knowing, observing charts. It doesn't really even come from learning. When you observe charts, you will understand that, oh, this is the placement that is really showing, So observe, observe, observe. That's the mantra here. The other thing we also see, a person finds their happiness and comforts in life through divinity. If you're an atheist, yeah, you're going to keep losing in life with this particular position. If you're agnostic, you're going to keep losing. You have to find the light of divinity. I'm not saying the light of religion, light of divinity. Something out there has to create such a beautiful, complex miracle known as life. Known as life. I actually now finally understood, just in my sleep yesterday, meaning of life. And boy, if I was to tell you this, it is a That's the holy grail. I might do it in my philosophy hour this weekend. And also what this moon shows us, that whenever you go to foreign lands, foreign trips, your wife or your husband will find more peace with you. Think about it. Why am I saying this? When you go to foreign lands with your spouse and you guys have chick happening, when you go to foreign lands, the mind feels at peace. Think about it. I'm not going to say it. It's simple logic. Simple. Okay. And also shows me the age of 18 or 28, you tend to incur debts in life or deal with some sort of like a health thing. It's a minor thing, but usually those would be the places. But anyway, the one thing you have to understand with the moon, even in Navamsa, look at the yogas connected to the moon. Is it Sunpa Yoga, Unpa Yoga, full moon, no moon? All of these things will show how the moon behaves. So let's say if sun goes into the 12th house of your Navamsa, that is still considered a full moon. Even in Navamsa, it is that placement. Although it's not showing the map of the sky, it's showing the internal sky. But even in internal sky, there's a full moon and no moon, half moon and crescent moon. So those things you want to see if there's Kartri Yoga upon the moon in Navamsa. Those things will matter. Either Shubha or Nasha. So to look for the Kartri Yoga. Okay. So anyway, I hope this has helped and given insights into Navamsa moon in the 6th house. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want consultations, reports, books, check out the links here or go to the Thinkific link for my academy. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.